Hi Libras, this is Jody with Soul Purpose Tarot. I am in Carmel, Indiana. I am a Libra Sun, Capricorn, Rising, Sagittarius Moon. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you've been here before, then welcome back. You know what I normally do is I let flip, fly, fall, anywhere from 5 to 7 tarot cards. Take a look at that and then clarify with various oracle cards. So the first thing that came up was the Queen of Swords in reverse. Queen of Swords is normally someone that's got a mouth on her. But in this case, I feel like you have softened that mouth and maybe you're kind of like, you know what, I'm not going to be so hateful anymore. Or I'm not going to use my words to hurt. You're going to be a little bit more conscious about what comes out of your mouth because I'm trying to think, how do I want to spit this out? I feel like in the past, you were always really proud of your truth. But sometimes your truth came off to be maybe condescending, maybe I'm better than you, judgmental, whatever the case is. And it's like, I feel like you're kind of just going in a different energy. I don't know why there aren't any cards coming out here. We're done. No, just kidding. There we go. Okay, so 3 of Cups and the Strength card in okay, so the Strength card in reverse, I think that makes me feel like, and with it being upside down, I feel like it was like in the past, because you were very out with the way you talked, what you said, you're speaking the truth and everything, you thought that made you very powerful. And now you're kind of realizing that you're just not as proud of your mouth as you used to be, I guess is the way I want to say that. And see, when I see 3 of Cups, that just makes me, it's like, you're just trying to be a little softer, nicer, happier, like a little bit like softer emotionally. I don't know. It just makes me feel like I'm seeing kind of like a celebration with friends and you're like, there's something else that's wanting to come out, but I can't figure out what it is. What is that? 3 of Cups. Okay, so it's kind of like, it feels like more people want to be around you because your mouth isn't as bad as it used to be. So I think it feels like people were scared of you. And I'm a Libra, so people were scared of us. Scared of me. 8 of Pentacles. So 8 of Pentacles. So that feels to me like I feel like it's like you've been working really hard. And I feel like this whole thing with watching your mouth, not being so cutting with the things that you say, was just one more thing that you like planted and you're like ready to pluck as far as a success. You know, like how you plant things in the garden and when they're ripe, you go pick your green beans, you go pick your tomatoes, you go pick your flowers or whatever. And this control over your mouth, this control over just spitting out things so bluntly and maybe hateful or whatever, is kind of like, it's a success. It's something to be proud of. Something, like I said, I feel like in the past you used to be kind of proud of the way you are, and then you kind of realized like, maybe it wasn't such a good trait to have after all. I hope this is making sense. Sarcastic. Okay, so you're trying to be a little less sarcastic than you used to be. And you used to be proud of being sarcastic. And now you're realizing that it wasn't necessarily something that you should have been proud of. Because it came off to be kind of hateful and judgmental and not of unconditional love. Okay. Four of Swords. Okay, so in the upright, that would have been someone that was taking a break. So now I feel like it's like you're not taking a break anymore. You're ready to move forward on something. So maybe you apologize to somebody. Did you apologize to somebody for your mouth? Maybe you apologize to somebody for your mouth, for saying something that you shouldn't have. And now you're like, I've said my piece. I said I was sorry. I said that I didn't mean to do that. And now you're like, all right, I've said what I needed to say and now I'm going forward. Queen of Wands, or you're about ready to move forward. Queen of Wands in reverse. So something's got you stuck though. And I don't think I want, I want one more card. Something has you stuck from moving forward. It's kind of like, I said my piece. I said I was wrong. I'm sorry that I mouthed off like I did. Can we be friends now? Can we move forward? You're like, can we move forward? You're waiting on the other person to accept your apology, I think, is maybe the feeling. Okay, so you're waiting on the other person to accept your apology. You said you were sorry, and you're ready to move forward, but you need to have their, okay, I forgive you. I accept your apology. Now we can move forward. Okay, so that's this is the second half of April, so that's what's happening. Let's do... No, I have a new deck of cards. What did I do with them? Hang on, guys. What did I do with my new deck of cards? Are these my new deck of cards? Oh, yes. All right. I'm going to use these. So, okay. So, our mouths apparently got us in trouble. We've said we're sorry. What else does the universe have to say about this interaction? Besides, we're proud of you for realizing that, I feel like we as Libras think I am like this. I don't know about the rest of you. Like, we are always right. And I have said this many times before. If they don't like a Libra, then it's their problem. Because what's not to like about us? We get along with everybody. Or we think we get along with everybody. Or we get along with the people that we want to get along with. And we don't get along with the people that we don't want in our lives. Oh, God, there's so many things going through my head right now. And it's kind of like, if you're in our life, we want you there. And if you're not in our life, we don't want you there. And you should be lucky to have us, is the feeling that we Libras have. Is that what I'm being told here? Is we, oh gosh, do we really think we're better than everybody else? Oh, man, that stings. I'm not sure these cards are the right cards for that. And that one. All right, let's just see what this says. Then maybe I'll do the blocks. Notice the blessings. Gratitude puts us in a position of having instead of wanting, thinking rather than complaining. When we focus on what we already have and take stock of our blessings, We get more blessings. What are you grateful for? Share it with yourself and others. As I was reading that, something came up to me, and it was kind of like, I feel like I want to go, I said my sorry. You better be happy I said my sorry. Don't expect it very often. Okay, slow down. When it feels like our world is spinning out of control, it's easy to get overwhelmed. This is a good time to begin daily meditation practice. I also think that one of the reasons that we may get ourselves into trouble with our mouths as Libras is because we do have a lot of stuff going on, and our brains are always going 90 mile an hour, 7 days a week. And so it's just like things just come flying out of our mouths, and we don't realize how nasty they sound sometimes. Your mind is the most open and receptive in the morning, which is why it is helpful to start your day centering exercises. Cultivate stillness within and know that there is no rush. At the end of our days, we won't care about our to-do lists. We'll wish we had loved more, lived more, and been at peace. Don't wait, slow down now. So there you have that. Accept compliments. The next time someone gives you a compliment, so you may get that thank you from someone that you apologize to, or they may make a comment to you about, wow, that was really tough for you, wasn't it? Just take it as a compliment. Say thank you. You don't need to mouth off something back to them in that sarcastic, I'm guarding my heart type of thing. Because I feel like that's what's happened, is like the reason that Libras are so cutting with what they say is it's kind of like they have all these swords around them, and it's like, don't you come close or I'll stab you. And you are trying to be softer and not stab everybody that comes close. And so you're setting your swords down. So if people start complimenting you, don't pick up your sword and mouth off something back to them. So don't shrug it off, play it off, or reject the gift. You'll be denying yourself and the giver the opportunity to share a moment of gratitude and love. Exercise your self-esteem and soak it in, superstar. Think of compliments as little confidence-building soul vitamins. You are worthy of praise. So you're getting ready to be praised about this change that you have made. And I just feel like they're saying, just don't get cocky about it. Elevate your energy. Your thoughts are vibrations that attract positive or negative energy. Notice your current emotional state. Clear any negativity through conversation, movement, breath, work, prayer, meditation, and so on. Then guide your thoughts back to love and abundant possibilities. When you elevate your energy, you attract abundant health and prosperity into your life. I think what that is saying is, if you have decided to set your swords down, that more abundance and positive things are going to start coming into your life. So be prepared for a shift of some good stuff coming as you've decided that you're not going to stab anybody that comes at you and comes too close and says anything and whatever. Okay, so this is spruce up your nest. It's time for a little spring cleaning. Your home is sacred and your surroundings matter. Honor where you recharge and fill it with beauty. Make space by giving away or donating what you don't need. Your clutter could be someone else's gold. Plus, when we have less to process physically, we have more room to process things emotionally. A clear head and new room for great art awaits. Spruce up your fabulous nest. That might help with all of the spinning thoughts that we tend to have as Libras. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I'd be curious to know if you guys are like this. I, as a Libra, and I remember a psychic years ago saying, you're very heady. I didn't know what that meant at the time until I started doing tarot cards, and I realized that we are an air sign. Air signs are a whole lot of thoughts. That's what, cutting through the thoughts. We're in our heads a lot. And sometimes that's why I'm like, sometimes what's going on in our head comes out of our mouth, and we're trying to work on that. So anyway, nourish yourself. Have you been using food to numb rather than nourish? Be honest. If so, break that pattern today. Show your cells that you care by choosing healthy, wholesome foods made with love. Eat your veggies, make a green juice, and toast to your longevity. Cheers. I numb myself a lot of times. For instance, I was dog sitting in March, and I had a week where I was watching 5 days, I was watching 4 dogs. 2 from one household and 2 from another. And the 2 days before they dropped the second set of dogs off, I was a nervous wreck. And I was eating everything in sight. And I know that's what was happening. I was trying to numb that anxiety. So if you're doing that, they know you're doing that. So they're saying, stop it. Okay, let me think about this. We're at 15 minutes. What else do I want to say to Libras about this new way of... All right. I feel like this deck right here, which is clear at the other end of the table. Oh, God. Pardon me. This is the deck. I have way too many cards, and my arms are not long enough, but I like having all my cards out here because I never know which cards they want me to use until it's time. All right, so this is going to be last words from the universe to the Libras, and there's the first one. What else do you have to say to Libras about this new way of, a new softer way? Putting the swords down, a new softer way. The Goddess. If you are a female, you are stepping into your goddess power. That is so funny that that came up. I feel because I have been personally stepping into my goddess power lately. If you can tell by some of the clothes I wear differently, I have these caftans that I have bought, and I feel like a goddess when I wear them. I have also been trying to work on my cussing because I do not think a goddess cusses like a sailor like I do. So I have been working very hard from moving myself from the masculine energy that I have been in my whole life, which is a whole other story. There's a whole video on it that I did last weekend, and moving into my goddess energy, which is someone who is softer with their words. They're not cutting with their words. They're not foul-mouthed. So it might take a while for that to change. I'm working on it. Expectancy. Okay, so what am I hearing with that? This feels like a very feminine power. You are expecting something to birth. A new life to birth. I feel like you are at the end of one cycle, getting ready to birth a new one. You're about ready to step into something completely new that has never been a part of your life before. That could happen in many ways. It could be you're leaving an old job and stepping into your life purpose. You're meeting your soulmate and you're going to start living that love life that you have always dreamed about. Birthing a new business, birthing a new life, birthing a new baby, perhaps, period. A new life, literally. What else is last words for Libras? There's one. Miracles. Okay. So they're like going, I feel like they're saying, yeah, if you can watch your mouth and quit cussing, that's going to be a miracle. That's what I think too. I'm like, if I really stop swearing all the time, that's going to be a miracle. If I stop my cutting words and my sarcastic nature with people, that could be a miracle. Although I don't know. I'm like, we're going to see. I'm not trying to change myself. I'm not saying that I don't like myself as it is. I'm just perfecting myself. Enchantment. Oh God, what in the world does that mean? Enchantment. I feel like okay. So what I'm seeing is like a woods, like a fairy tale woods, like you're walking into a fairy tale. You are getting ready to walk into a fairy tale. We are getting ready to walk into a fairy tale. That has to do with this ending of a cycle and moving into this new cycle. And I feel like our dreams that we have always had are on the precipice and are about to come true. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty big stuff there. All right, 2 more came out. Message from afar. You know what? I just feel like that message from afar is just the other side saying, be patient, be present. Your dreams are not far away. Even, you know, and the afar is them, you know. You think we're far away, but we're not. We're right here with you, and we're just here saying that your dreams are right around the corner. That the message is not as far away as you think it is. It may say message from afar, but I feel like they're saying it's like going, it's not as far as you think it is. And blessings. While you're waiting, count your blessings, be in the present moment, be grateful for where things are now. And I just feel like there's like a big, big change that is getting ready to come. I started to say a big ass change. There goes that foul language again. A big change is on its way. So buckle down, people. It's getting ready to happen, and life as you knew it will be no more. So be prepared. But what I also feel like is it's going to ruffle some stuff. I mean, it's just kind of like you're going to be like, I feel like it's like you're going to get like smacked upside the head, and like you're walking down the road and all of a sudden you get spun around and start heading that way, and like you don't even like know what hit you. And then you're going to be grumbling a lot, you know, kind of like at a loss and go, oh, what happened? So I feel like they're just saying be in the present moment. Take it one day at a time. Don't live in the future, and just like this adjustment that is coming, this major life adjustment that is coming, try to not overwhelm yourself by all of a sudden going, oh my God, I got to figure this out, and I got to figure this out, and I got to figure this out. And no, you don't need to figure everything out. You need to take it 24 hours at a time. They will help you figure out this whole new life that is coming. So just relax and kind of I feel like they're going, just like, give it to us. We'll take care of it for you. I also feel like they are saying that this whole big shift that is coming has to do with us stepping into another part of our life purpose. And we're not going to know where exactly they're taking us. So we need to just stay out of our way and let them just take us down the road that they're taking us, because if we tried to figure out what was going on, our heads are going to be spinning and we're not going to get anything done. So just relax is what I just feel like they're saying, just like relax. We'll handle the details. Okay. Relax. They will handle the details. Okay. I think that's it. I will see you guys May 1st.